everyone, I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be going over the new rock troll that you probably found in your mail today. They added this because of the 2.01 issues that they were having, so they created a new troop and gave it to every single person in the game who is at least level 10 or higher. So all of us got some free trait stones, a couple of souls to trade it up with and level it, as well as a new card. So let's look at that new card and some teams that you can use with that card. That card is, of course, the Rock Troll, and it is an extreme hard counter to the Maul. It is, or the Great Maul, that is. It has the new trait, two new traits from 2.01 that were both added: Indigestible and Knockout. Indigestible is just immunity to Devour. Impervious has this added to it too, and this is just for Devour alone, which is going to be great against the Great Maul and a few other troops that also have Devour. The second trait is also new and uses the new stun mechanic, and whenever it does skull damage, it'll place a stun effect on an enemy. This stun effect prevents any traits from being capable of being used. So traits that trigger at the beginning of the game will obviously not have any effect on when Knockout takes effect, but anything that continuously is used throughout the game, like Stone Skin and the Maul's like 15% chance to devour, and anything, or Fire Link, or any links and anything like that, anything that works within the game itself during each turn, or can trigger during each turn, will be disabled until the knockout effect wears off. So it can be pretty powerful in late game. Of course, earlier on in the game, the things like stun won't exactly be too strong, because not everyone even has traits yet. But when you start getting into later game, when pretty much everyone has 4 troops fully traded, this can start to be a really effective ability. And he also has Stone Skin, which will help protect him from skulls, Great Maul, stuff like that, any kind of skull damage. So that will also be very powerful. You can see that I actually can't afford to get it right now. This is because I fully traded the new Assassin class, which I'll be showing soon. Sorry that I haven't been able to upload that much recently. I just got a little bit of illness recently, as well as, of course, streaming all last week. But as of today, I should be able to get back onto at least one video a day, as I have been in the past. So I should be able to get back to the daily upload schedule. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be covering like the new Assassin class next. I still have a lot to cover from 2.01. So if there's anything you want me to cover in particular, feel free to leave in the comment section below. One thing to note before we actually start getting into anything is that there's actually currently a glitch, or I assume it's a glitch, with Devour immunity. And whenever something like, let's say the Great Maul, which I think it only can occur with the Great Maul actually. Let's say the Great Maul was to trigger its 15% chance to devour on a rock troll or anything with impervious. What the Great Maul will actually do is it'll completely deny its attack. So instead of just doing its attack damage, whenever a Great Maul triggers its devour on something that's immune to devour via skulls, it'll actually do 0 skull damage instead of its base attack. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if they intended it to be that way, but there is actually a 15% chance that a Great Maul will do nothing, no 0 skull damage to this troop. So that's also pretty interesting. And one thing that also makes this really nice is this first trait is a lot easier to obtain because it doesn't use any arcane trait stones. So lower level players will actually be able to get this troop up to make sure you have a Maul counter. So that's going to be really handy now that everyone has this, or everyone should. If you were level 10 or higher, I'm pretty sure most people were level 10 or higher when the update went out. They only did that just to make sure that like spammed accounts don't get it and lag the servers when they hand it out. But anyways, let's go over some teams with it. Here we have the Rock Troll with double Rockworm and Queen Mab. Of course, Rockworm's really, really good for looping with each other. We have the Queen Maps here to make sure that mostly just for the froze. As you know, she has been nerfed. She now takes 3 more blues whenever she wants to get an extra turn. But aside from that, she's still fairly powerful. And in this team composition, we are mainly using her for her legendary ability, which is freezing on 4 times or higher matches, which the Rockworms will be doing a lot. And it'll make sure if the Rockworms miss, we'll still be able to get our turn right back from it. And the rock troll just doubles the amount of brown gems, which will easily be able to um, feed the rock worms after they're cast. The next team we have up here is more of a full AoE and anti-devour team. As you can see, we actually have 3 things immune to devour. We have the rock troll, we have behemoth with impervious, and plague with impervious, which only leaves Traxxas open for any kind of attack. You could also replace that with something probably. Like that dwarven, what is that guy called? From last week's event, this guy, Dwarven Slayer. You might be able to replace him with that if you really wanted to go like a full anti-devour team or something like that. But I did this mostly for the full AoE on both Behemoth and Traxxas. Traxxas will be creating browns, which of course Rock Troll will be doubling. And all 3 of these do full AoE, Behemoth, Traxxas, and Plague. Also, Plague's ability has been fixed, and it does indeed hit HP now. Before it was a bit buggy, and it normally wouldn't on most platforms. But now, on all platforms, it should hit HP as well. And lastly, I figured I'd just make an all Kazal team. The Skrgoltha, Rock Troll, Rockworm, and Deep Boar. You can even replace that with something like Emperina if you want to like keep tanking up Skrgoltha or Rock Troll or something like that. That's kind of the same premise, built mostly around Rockworm for damage source. And you kind of just keep looping it between all of the troops, and eventually they will die. So let's actually get into a match or two. But before I do that, of course, something some of you guys might have been missing, the redeem codes. I have actually been giving out redeem codes on my Twitch. I did 10 that event week, which I tried getting first. We ended up getting third. I should probably make a video about that, but no, I'll probably just link the highlighted to the YouTube. But yeah, we ended up making third. Alex and Silent Strike, I believe, both passed us. Let me just real quick, because it's actually kind of funny. He's actually in. He won first last week and beat us, as well as Alex. But he's in first again, and is actually beating DHJL right now too, by like 10,000. And he's just going way at it. Props to him. He's doing really good. Anyways, let's give this code. Well, you guys already seen it. You probably already typed it by now. But it is ZBYDU 4VXPP. And of course, just go into shop, type it in there. And of course, it's the normal reward as always: 2 maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 souls. 2,500 gold and 200 souls. And of course, I give out 3 redeem codes a week on my YouTube, and another 3 on my Twitch at twitch.tv/TacetTheTerror. No spaces in that. And let's just get into a battle or two with these themes. So let's just use the one that's already here. This one I do prefer the most if you're going to make like a rock troll team. I want to try finding a mall so we can actually try one of these teams up against a mall. Because I've tested this one, I haven't tested the second one yet, so I'm going to probably do that one next. The last one worked good as well, but it was slightly slow. But anything that's just built from one kingdom tends to be a little bit towards the weaker side due to lack of synergy. Yeah, at this point, we're just trying to get up Rockworm. You might have noticed I actually set the demonic banner on this one of the +2 purple, +1 red, and -1 yellow. This is mostly because you do not want to actually put any bonus into brown on your banner when using a rock troll. The main reason for this is if you're taking browns, that means there's less browns that you can double. And you want to make sure that you and the AI take as few browns as possible, so when he uses his ability, he'll be able to make as many gems as possible.
Mana surge.
And we ran out of moves. As you can see, this team is a little bit low on colors. So sometimes there's not going to be a really good move that you can do on the board.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
And he keeps taking the colors we need. Well, let's just... I want red or purple right now, but we are going to have to take these browns, unfortunately. But at least that will fix up or max out the rockworm that we have there. And from here, this will probably miss, but we're pretty close to be able to getting our or come on, stone giant, rock troll. I'll probably call it like a billion different things by now. It is a rock troll. Stone giant already exists, and it's not that. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do in this turn is just waste a turn, and let's see. What I'm trying to do actually. Let's see. I was trying to get it so we can actually take an extra turn from it. Luckily, the gems did fall, so we can do that. So I'm gonna take that. And we can see those skulls there. Normally, I'd probably let him take skulls, but we don't have the stone skin trait, so I think I am going to attack. And this will actually show the new mechanic too. He now has his trait stunned. So, as you saw there, he just had no mana and then took a purple pair. And that purple pair, normally, he has Magic Link. So he did 3, that would have doubled, so that would have been 6, and then you would add the Magic Link, which is 7. But you notice he only has 6 right now. Well, that's because we just stunned him with the second trait on Rock Troll. So as you can see right there, there's a stun effect. And that means his Magic Link won't work. His actually, all 3 of his traits won't work, because all of these are ones that activate. I mean, the Poison, Magic Link whenever he takes Magic Link whenever he takes purples, immune to poison whenever it gets poisoned, and Darkfall whenever he takes purples. So all of these are disabled. So he didn't gain 1 attack when he took the purple, and he didn't gain the extra mana that he should have. He should have 7 mana right now because we stunned him. So stun can be very powerful against fully traded troops. So from here, we're just going to use a Nevermore, and then probably follow it up with either one of these. Preferably, you would want to cast the Rockworm and then cast the Rock Troll, but there are probably instances in which you would switch the order. But generally, you want to use your brown gem spawner and then use your doubler. And then, as you can see there, we got plenty of brown from that double. Way more than enough. And now we just start looping Rockworm. And if we happen to miss, of course, he's frozen on brown thanks to our queen map, so it's not really going to be, it's not going to be that effective. Or it'll give our turn back, is what I'm trying to say. Because he's frozen on brown. So any brown pair that he takes, that should have been an extra turn, will not be an extra turn. Though we did just kill him now, so he will be able to take that without losing an extra turn. Because Stasia is only yellow and blue, so brown are safe for it. And from here, hopefully an extra turn for us. Not an extra turn, but we got plenty of mana. Oh, and there we did get an extra turn from the drop. So just use another Rockworm. I didn't take those 4 right there because we want to keep them on the board to try to get that extra turn. Fortunately, we didn't, so we didn't get that. And we'll just do that to finish it off. And now let's show one more team. Actually, this next team I probably even haven't, I don't even think I've used yet. So we're going to see how it goes. And perfect, we actually have a really strong Great Maul team to face. Will we lose? Possibly. Possibly. But we're going to give it a shot. It seems like it should work. But, of course, I haven't tested it. This is our test, so let's just have fun with it. Let's see how it goes. Because this troop was made... I wasn't made like exactly to counter Maul, but it was made to give lower level players a chance to have immunity to Devour. And of course, Great Maul is basically the biggest threat of Devour. Like, I guess Sandshark kind of can too, and that Black Manacles, which has a 20% chance. Other than that, there really isn't anything, I don't believe. As you can see there, we already just stunned him from the start. And if I'm not mistaken, all of his traits are actually... oh, and I was using it... well, the Mercy right there actually just cleansed it. Of course, it can be cleansed. Stun can be cleansed. One other thing to note is you can't actually stun troops that are impervious either. They're immune to that as well, even though it doesn't say it on here. Well, it says immune to all status effects, and stun is a status effect, as you can see by Mercy just cleansing it off of the Maul. But yeah, if you do stun a Maul, all 3 of his traits will be disabled. A lot of legendaries actually have 3 active traits. So it's really strong to be able to stun them all.
Mana surge.
Yep, I did not see those skulls.
Surge.
Let's see. This match is already not looking good. Let's see. We can take these reds. We got plenty of mana off of all of that.
Mana surge.
That Maul is starting to get dangerously close to ability.
Mana surge.
Luckily, we just got that, but it is going to take those browns and those skulls. And it looks like we are about to die on our rock troll really soon. Let's see, can we redeem it anywheres? No, there is absolutely no way. We could try overriding some of the gems, which I actually think I'm going to try to do with this ability, just and see if we can. Nope, we did it to one, but we could not do it to the other. So we are going to lose our rock troll right off the bat. And from here, we're going to start just working up Behemoth.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, if he had that stone skin, he wouldn't have died. But of course, we do not have him traded currently. Okay, from here, we can see we actually get an extra turn. While we don't need the browns for mana, we do need that extra turn really bad to make sure that Maul doesn't get off. Luckily, the only thing it can actually trigger on is our Traxxas, and the AI isn't always smart enough to know to hit it, so we might get lucky.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Well, let's see if we get lucky.
Mana surge.
Please do not devour it. Please do not be smart enough to devour it. As you can see right there, he was not smart enough to devour it, and he actually just hit our Plague and did absolutely nothing, because Impervious now in 2.01 also protects against Devour and Mana Burn. So that will help a lot in countering Mauls and stuff like that. And as you can see, it just worked there. We just made the Great Maul basically waste his ability. All he got was the gem spawn of 8 yellow and 8 brown. He completely negated the Devour effect.
Mana surge.
I was kind of hoping he would trigger the glitch with the 15%. Because if he triggers Hunger, he actually does 0 damage with skulls. No clue if that's a glitch or a mechanic, but that is currently how it behaves in the game. And now he is dead. Sugar will cast and probably kill our Behemoth actually. Or get fairly close. Yeah, I killed it. Goodbye, Behemoth. And it has its ability up. Wow, we could actually lose this. Gonna be close. Well, let's take out the Mercy, most likely, yeah. And Sugar misses the second time. Unfortunately, not by much, but we'll be able to take that. And never mind, there we go. That worked out really well there at the end. So yeah, that is basically the stone troll. Yes, that is correct, I believe. The stone troll. Definitely an interesting troop. As far as how viable it is definitely viable if you can get it fully traded or even double traded. Of course, it is a little bit expensive. It is an epic after all. And one thing to note is there actually isn't a brown convert in this game. There's a convert for everything, every color gem, and even skulls. But currently, brown does not exist. So once a brown convert exists in this game, that stone troll is going to be a lot more powerful than he currently is. For now, he's good with things like rock worms and other things that kind of create brown or are really dependent on having a lot of brown gems. But that's basically the stone troll in a nutshell. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave in the comment section. Leave a like if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll actually be posting on a regular basis now, so you actually can see me in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.